Yes.
Question from Avdesh Kumar from IIT PHU. Everyone who had lived his body in January to June could go to Lord?
Good joke. Somebody lived like a dog. You expect him to go to spiritual world? Go to Lord. In January to June he dies. Actually, January to June is called Uttarayan. And he has to be a yogi who has controlled his senses, controlled his mind, yama, niyama, pranayama, asana, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, samadhi. He has practiced for a long time. He has purified his heart. And then he is leaving his body in Uttarayan. Then he will go to Lord. Otherwise not. Yeah. Next.
Question from Ramesh Pokhrel from NIT Warangal Choice. If someone loses close relative dies, can we chant any mantra or not, like Hare Krishna, Om Namah Shivaya, etc.?
Actually, one should chant Hare Krishna mantra at the time of passing away. Even if they have passed away, you can chant Maha Mantra. You are a devotee now, you know Hare Krishna mantra. You can chant Hare Krishna mantra. Even if somebody is a Shiva devotee also, Shiva says, if they lived a pure life with no other desire, I chant the name of Hari in their ears. Like that Shiva says that. So if Lord Shiva himself will chant the name of Hari, why didn't you chant Hare Krishna for them? Next.
And also, can we do meditation or not in the name of Lord? As I am confused, our puja, darshan, Deepavali, and other festivals stops for 1 year. If someone close relative dies, and only remember them, also we don't go to temples. Also, can we do or not allowed to do puja, upabhasha, and vrata? As a result of it, becomes nothing and meaningless if someone dies in our parents. I am confused on this, and I need the answers, please.
Actually, can do
Someone has
upavas
died
or
in us.
vrata? As a result of it, becomes nothing and meaningless
He
if
says
someone
that
dies.
when there is Upavarasa Vrata, for 1 year, people say that it becomes meaningless because someone has died in the home.
In their home. Actually, it's not a 1 year period. 1 year is a long period, only 15 days or so. After the person passes away, the whole family is contaminated for about 15 days period. After that, all the other things can be normally done. Even in those 15 days, you can chant Hare Krishna. Actually, chanting is never stopped at all, at any point of time. And other things like going to temple and going to other people's homes and all, we don't do because we belong to a certain family. And bodily relationship is there, blood relationship. So when somebody has died, we don't go here and there. But even one doesn't enter the temple, but one can stand outside the temple and take darshan. But chanting can go on. You can chant 16 rounds for you, whatever rounds you're chanting, and then can chant for them also some more rounds. Yeah. Next.
So this is also festivals and Deepavali and puja and all that also is possible during for
Actually,
1 year.
in the families, when somebody has passed away, there is some time restriction. You have to ask your Panditji, Pujari, they will tell them. Yes.
Question from Kumar Harsh from IIT BHU Varanasi. I have developed a strong faith in existence of Supreme Personality and life having a purpose, but I came across a question that held me tight. As we see in the society, animal slaughter and rape cases are occurring quite often as people have no fear. If the Supreme Personality would have even once intervened himself or through some magical means so that people get to know about his existence, and thus such crimes were reduced to a great extent, why doesn't he intervene in the case of Draupadi he did?
Yeah, there are various reasons for this. Say, in Hyderabad, one girl was passing by and three men picked her up and evening time, she almost 7 o'clock she was walking and her scooter or something got punctured, I think. And then they took her and gang raped her. She died also. And immediately the police people caught these three fellows, took them to a forest nearby, and they shot him. Shot all the three. And lot of people were very shocked. Really? The police are shot because the top order has come from the top government that you should shoot these people because then only others will learn a lesson. Correct? No, nowadays our Prime Minister is trying to uphold very strong justice. So solid punishments are also being given for such rapists, gang rapists and all that. Number one. Number two, we are not following Vedas in the first place. If you follow the Vedas, then, for example, the Vedas say that women should be at home and men should go for the office. And because women are more like children, their psychology is more or less like children. They are very gullible, they can be cheated very easily, and they are very emotional in nature. And therefore, a woman should be under the protection of her father when she is small. When she grows up, she gets married, then she should be under the protection of the husband. And after that, when the husband also takes sannyas or something, then she can be under the protection of the son. So a woman is never kept alone. But nowadays what has happened? Women are going out of the home, they're studying in the college, they're going to company, they're traveling in bike, traveling in car, and many times they have to be alone. Huh? So therefore the risk factor for the woman has increased a lot. In many good homes in India today, the women don't go for job. They stay at home and take care of the children. The protection level at home is much more than when they go out. This is one thing. Second thing, many women actually, the joint family system is broken down, due to which many women are going and opening hearts to their colleagues in the office, thinking that other men are also innocent like them. But other men are like sly foxes. There are many men who are eyeing on their body to enjoy them and exploit them. They don't know because they're innocent and they can be cheated easily. So, because of that, they give their hearts to them. The husband is sometimes in one city and wife is in another city. And then when the wife has a very good-looking body, a colleague tells her, "I will take you in my car. You come. I will drop you in your home," and things like that. And then eventually they get closer, and all kinds of complications happen nowadays. So therefore, I would say that because we have deviated from the Vedic type of lifestyle, we should return back to that Vedic lifestyle right now. In ISKCON society, many of the ladies, they may do a job little bit, but once they get married and have a child, many of them drop the job and take care of the child. Child requires attention and affection also. So woman should put herself in a more secure and safe position, because nowadays the world is, Kali Yuga is becoming more ripe now. So women can put themselves in a little more secure position. But I am also observing that many women are also becoming loose now. They are dressing very provocatively. The Delhi police has said that if women only dress chastely, we can confidently tell you two-thirds of the cases can be stopped. Immediately, right now we can stop it. If government can announce a policy that women should not expose their bodies and they cover their body properly. Human civilization means to cover the body. But are women hearing? And they are exposing their body. They want to impress the other men by exposing the body, and then they get raped after that. That is another reason also. So all this is anti-Vedic, you can say, going against the Vedic approach. I think, yeah, only quickly.
Two more. The question from Vinay from IIT Chennai. Prabhuji, can you kindly explain more about thinking, feeling, and feeling as characteristic of consciousness?
Yeah, correct. Yeah. For example, mm, as soon as you see an object, say you see a snake, for example, immediately there is perception, thinking. Perception means you are seeing with your eyes. And then in the mind, you have a purva anubhav, previous experience that snakes do bite, and the bite can be fatal. It can take away our life also. You know that. So then what do you do when you see the snake? Then there's a mental activity. Mm. And then the mental activity leads to a decision. And then there is a willing. Willing component is taking a stick and beating it. That is willing. So thinking, feeling, oh, I'm afraid, that's feeling. And then willing is beating. Uh, Similarly, you go to somebody's house, they have a vati of gulab jamun. 4 or 5 big gulab jamuns with golden liquid, with a spoon also. When you see that, as soon as you see, oh, gulab jamuns are sweet, I love them very much, and you are salivating in the tongue, and you feel like eating, but then you are waiting for them to give a go ahead. And they say, oh, you're talking, you didn't take it, please take it. They say, yes. Then immediately mind is saying, now that I have got the command, then you extend the hand and immediately pick up and put in the mouth, isn't it? That is willing. So thinking, feeling, and willing. You can see that. And this happens only when there is a soul present in a body. If otherwise, like for example, this mic, this table, this chair, they don't have any thinking, feeling, willing. They are just jada, we call it. Only Chetan Vastus have, and the Chetan comes from Atma. Next.
Question from Suraj Bhujbal from NVCC. Why does almost all religions and philosophers teaches and stresses on tolerance so much? What is the significance behind it? Is there any significance on future birth body character?
Yeah, actually, if you don't tolerate, like Krishna told in 2.14 Bhagavad Gita, if you don't tolerate, you will become preoccupied with problem solving in this world. You can never go back to God. इसको ठीक करो, इसको ठीक करो, इसको समझाओ, उसको समझाओ. You will be, solving one problem after another and get stuck in the material world. But if you tolerate some of the problems, then you will be able to focus on spiritual life. On any goal in life to focus, you need to tolerate. Therefore, the two type of tolerance. One is tolerating provoking situations around you and tolerating lust from inside. Both are called tolerance. Both you have to tolerate. So And Krishna himself says that in 2.14, Matra Sparshasa Kaunteya, in that verse he says, Arjuna, if you learn to tolerate, then you can attain Amritatvam by practicing spiritual life. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Shri Prabhupada ki Jai.